Hey guys, it's Elisa. Welcome back to my channel. I'm wearing some ears for Halloween spirit because it is October, my favorite month of the year. So today is going to be a part 2 follow-up to the last video I did, which was how to communicate with your pets that have passed on. And today I'm going to be talking about the specific and personal paranormal experiences that I have had with my pets that have passed on. So I apologize if I become emotional in this video. It may happen. So I've had pets my entire life, but when I was about 22, I got 2 pets of my own. They weren't like family pets, you know, where they're kind of your mom's, but kind of yours, and also your sisters and your brothers and everybody else. These were my pets. I had a Yorkie named Basil, who lived for 14 years, and a cat named Lotus, who lived for 16 years. Lotus passed away a couple years ago, and Basil passed away in 2016. I do not have human children, so they were literally like my children, my fur babies. And although I had a very close and just beautiful relationship with both of them, I would say that I guess I probably had a closer bond with my cat, just because he was oh my God, those types of cats that want to be literally on your lap at all times. Connected, we were connected at the hip. He was always on me. So he was very vocal, just a very strong spirit, strong presence. So I told both of them before they passed away to make sure that they come back and visit me from beyond the grave. I said, please visit me on the dream realm, the astral realm, in person, whatever you want to give me, I will take. So Basil passed away first, and let's see, I'm trying to think back of some of the first experiences I had. Ooh, we're gonna go back here, are we? Okay. I was distraught, and you know, I almost didn't do this video because it's so personal, but I constantly see on social media people in spiritual groups and stuff saying, my dog or my cat passed away last night, I lost a piece of me, I'm never gonna be the same again, I'm gutted, you know, those kinds of things. And I see it so much, and I'm like, oh, like I just want to tell them, like, yes, they're gone in the physical presence, their physical body, but they still 100% exist. 100%, and you can still have a relationship with them. You can still see them. I see my pets that have passed away regularly. I see my grandma that has passed away regularly. So that's why I decided to do this video. So with Basil, my Yorkie, he has been in many dreams, and unfortunately, they're not all so great. They're even when he was alive, I had lots of dreams of him running towards traffic, and I'm chasing him like slow motion, like no, like. And you know, like he's about to get hit, but like he doesn't, and I'm trying to catch him before he gets hit, basically. And I still kind of have dreams like that, or I did for a while after he passed away. And I don't know if that's because we have guilt after they passed away, like were we the best, you know, pet parent we could have been? Is there anything we could have done different? That kind of thing. So I'm still in the process of trying to figure out why I don't have such a happy relationship with him now that he's gone, like I do with my cat. Or not happy, I definitely have a happy relationship with him, but there's still some pain and a little bit of turmoil, if that makes any sense. And not to take away when your pets visit you in a dream, because it's still, you know, it can still be a great experience. But it is more vivid and stronger when they visit you on the astral realm. And they're gonna try to get to you any way they can. So if they only have access to you in your dream realm because you haven't yet practiced enough how to recall your astral experiences from when you're asleep the night before, they'll try to get to you whichever way they can. So the first visitation that I had with him after he passed away, like a real deal visitation, where it feels more real than real life, was on the astral realm, you know, while I was asleep, and I was in a house and it was dark at night, and I looked up the stairs and he was at the top of the stairs, and I said, Basil, is that you? And he started walking down the stairs one step at a time, and I just went, and I'm like, is this real? Oh my God, this is real. And I picked him up. It was his fur, his smell, his body. Whew, okay. Picked him up, and I was just like, oh my God, my baby. And then I walked up the stairs with him and into a bedroom, put him down and was petting him, saying, I love you so much and I miss you. Damn, I didn't want to cry. And then I put my head down, hit my forehead down towards his, and touched his forehead with my forehead. And there was just like, like this, it was too powerful. There's like certain things in the astral realm that you can't do. You can't go past a certain level of emotion or you're pulled out of it. It's like it's not allowed, or maybe I just haven't developed my skill enough to where I can go keep it without being, leaving it or being taken out of it when the emotion gets that strong. So yeah, when our foreheads hit, it ended. But man, oh, that was pretty crazy. And so I've seen him in many dreams. I have seen him lying on my bed, kind of down at my feet, just like double take, and you see the coloring, his body. The week after he passed away, I was walking downstairs in my house and I saw something small and like sparkly, kind of just walking down on the floor. And I was like, oh, it was just like a few seconds. And I saw the same exact thing when my grandma had passed away too, except for that one was like taller and longer because, she was a human, but same sparkly stuff. So yeah, those have been some cool experiences with Basil. And on to Lotus. Actually, before I move on to Lotus, my cat, I will tell you about one astral experience I had, probably the most amazing one in my entire life, maybe first or second, and something I will literally never forget. Very grateful for this experience. It was after Basil had passed away, and it was while I was asleep on the astral realm. I was in my old apartment from childhood, and Basil came out from around the corner, and I picked him up and said, "Oh my God, Basil!" It's an astral realm where it doesn't feel like a dream at all. It feels like it's normal time. You're looking around. It's like waking day, but it feels even more real, if you can believe it. And so I picked him up, and like every fiber of him, it was him. It was just, I'm like, oh my God, Basil, my baby. So I held him, walked up to the mirror, I don't know why, and I kind of looked in, and it like burned. It started to burn. It was like not a good feeling. And I've heard some theories about mirrors in the astral realm. I don't know if you're not allowed to look into them, or I don't know what that was about. So if you happen to know, please tell me in the comments. I would really like to know. So I'm holding him, and then out from another corner comes Bubbles, a family pet, a Shih Tzu that we had for 15 years. And I'm like, oh my God, Bubbles. And then a few seconds later, one of our big dogs, family dogs, Rusty, comes running. And then Elsie, another big, giant family dog that we had. So I'm like, oh my God. And then they're like jumping on me, and I'm petting them, and they're all happy. And mind you, it feels more real than real life. Okay. So here's all these pets that I've had. They died, some of them died 10, 20, years ago. And then Rosie, a cat that I had for 18 years, actually, my first cat ever, comes around the corner. And then Princess. And they just kept coming. It was a total of maybe 15. I mean, I was bawling. I was just like, they were just all around me. I mean, I'm just so grateful for that experience. Like, it's hard, like, I'm stuttering because it's like hard to even explain. It was incredible. I woke up, realized what happened, and then just started sobbing again in real life. So yeah, okay, so on to Lotus. So when Lotus passed away, I was once again distraught. And when I woke up the next morning, I you take a few seconds, you figure out what's going on, that you're waking up, and then boom. I think it's the left ear. I don't know why, I can't remember, but it was always in the same ear. I heard like a little tickling, and I'm like, what the hell is that? And then it started getting louder and louder, and then it turned into purring, and then louder purring, and then I felt his presence. It was like he was sitting on my head almost, super loud purring. And I thought, oh my God, like I was full on awake at this point, just like moving around, and it's still there, okay, it's still there. And I was trying not to cry because I was scared that if I started crying that it would go away. But I had just lost him, so I was just a waterfall sobbing, and it did not go away. He came every day for at least a week after he passed. Sometimes it would be in the morning when I wake up, and then sometimes it would be at night. When it was at night, he would purr in my ear until I would fall asleep. It felt about half an hour, and I can't imagine the energy that they have to muster up in order to do something like that here on the physical realm, in order to muster up that much energy to purr in my ear, to let me hear it for 30 minutes. Like, that's so crazy that, you know, that's coming from pure love. So he stayed with me until I fell asleep. Each time it was very long. It wasn't like, oh, I hear it for 5 seconds. It was like long time, many minutes. So, and I just felt him. The next time he came, the next day, I heard the purring, and then I kind of like in my head said like, I want to feel you. Whew. No crying. I said, I want to feel you. I want to hold you. And I put my kind of arms like this, kind of down on the bed on the side of me, and then I started to feel the energy like get more dense and then more dense, and I felt his body, dude, in my arms, and I was just crying and the purring. It was incredible. And then finally my back started hurting so bad because I'm, you know, sitting in this one awkward movement, and I'm like, I don't want it to go away, but I'm in so much pain. So finally I was like, okay, I gotta turn over. You know, so I turned over on my other side because I'm a side sleeper, and he moved to the other side so that he could still lay with me, which is exactly what he would do when he was alive. Because I'm a side sleeper, I toss and turn, and he would sleep with me at night. So when I would move from one position to the next, he would also move with me so that he could sleep with me, because he was my little cuddle buddy. So he did that again. He moved to the other side with me. And then as I was falling asleep, I felt electricity like this, twice across my chin, like it was his tail brushing my face, and I was just about to fall asleep, and the feeling of that like startled me right back awake. I was like, holy shit, like he is here with me. So after a week, the purring stopped, and also the last day or two, the purring did get shorter and a little bit not weaker, but like less loud. Like the first 5 days were just like, it was like right up in my ear, so loud. Last couple days it was getting a little quieter, and I was like, oh no. Like, I'm like, you're not like leaving, right? Like, you're not leaving for good, right? But, you know, I was trying to accept, you know, and be grateful for what I was receiving. And it was maybe, I don't know, 2 months. And then it was just a random day, and I was just sitting down for meditation. Calm myself, boom, there was it in my ear again. But this time it wasn't, I didn't automatically identify it as purring. It was like a weird tickle, almost like there was a bug in my ear, and I was like, what the hell? And it took like 5, 10, 15 seconds, and then it slowly turned into a full-on purr. I was like, oh my God, Lotus, you're back! So one more time, like 2 months later, and then another, I think 3 months went by, and then he came again. And now it's been, I want to say 5 or 6 months, and since he's, I've seen him countless times on the astral realm and the dream realm, like sometimes weekly. So no problem there. He's always there. But as far as the purring, it's been about 5 or 6 months. But it's October, and the veil is thinning, and I'm like, Lotus, it's October. Can you come back? I want to hear some purring. And for the most incredible experience, that is like right up there with the one I told you about where they all came to me. This one was when I was waking up from sleep, and I was in the hypnagogic state, that in between sleep and in between awake, which is a really good state to astral project or to recall your astral experiences from the night before. There's many cool things that you can do from that state. So I was waking up and I was thinking about him. Boom, there he was. And I'm like, okay, I know I'm half awake. And I felt his energy to the right of me on my recliner. And it was weird because it's hard to explain. I could kind of see him. So I don't know if it was with my third eye or I'm not sure. But anyways, he jumped. I heard him because he was very vocal. He would talk to me. He jumped from the recliner onto my bed, onto me. And I felt the pressure of him because he was heavy, a big cat. And then my eyes were still closed, and then I started petting him. Oh my God, it was his fur, dude. Petting him, and then he kissed me, because he would always kiss me. I know some people think that's gross, but he would kiss me in real life. And just kiss my lips. And it felt weird. It felt really, it did not feel exactly the same as like a kiss when you're awake in real life. It felt, I don't know, just weird. And so at this point, I'm full on awake, but I'm holding that state that I'm in, and I wanted to keep pushing it to see how far I could take it. So I was trying to open my eyes just barely. And then I pushed it a little further to where they could be half open. And it was dark, like grayish blue, everything, like the room, everything. And that's exactly what it looks like when you are on the astral realm. Like if you're consciously doing out of body travels and stuff, like when you're awake, like, you know, through meditation, and you go there and you wake up and you're chilling on the ceiling looking down or whatever, that's what it looks like. It's like grayish blue. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm on the astral realm, or I'm out of body, or I'm on, you know, in the etheric realm, but I'm awake. So then he moved from my chest, went down onto my bed, and like lay down on his side, and I was petting him and I was talking to him, and I'm with my eyes half open, dude. I mean, just out of this world. I will just always be grateful for that. And I think that's just because we had a super, super strong connection. And so yeah, I see him while I'm asleep on the astral realm sometimes it's a dream realm. And the more I see him and Basil and my grandma, I realized, I was told that we're with our loved ones that have passed all the time. Like they come visit us here on the physical realm. You just don't realize that they're here, or some of you do. I've heard a lot of you say like they close the doors, they're moving things around on your dresser, they're flickering the lights, or you can see them out of the corner of your eye, or you can hear them call your name, or you smell their perfume. I mean, there's just, you know, it's endless. But you are visiting them as well when you're asleep, sometimes nightly, but you just don't remember. That's just the way it is, but you can train yourself to remember. And for some reason that's kind of easy for me to do. So, because I do the practice of waking up in the middle of the night, staying up for 20 minutes and then going back to sleep, which always will take you straight into the astral realm. I have seen after countless times of Lotus booking it like around the corner. As soon as he realizes that I've gone from a dream realm or lucid into the astral, which is a higher consciousness, more vivid, he'll come running. He would make this little sound when he runs, and he would come running towards me. And the energy he was giving me was like, damn, it's about time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you're here? Cool. Like, I would get those kinds of messages from him, like, oh, sweet, you're here. Nice. And he'd come running towards me. And then I was like, oh my God, like, oh, I'm with you all the time, huh? And he's like, yeah, dude, you're here all the time. You just don't remember. I'm like, damn, dude. So like, if we could all practice and learn to remember, I mean, then, you know what I mean? Like, it would be a lot easier. Yeah, they're still not, their physical body's still not here, but they are still exactly who they are, 100%, same personality, same energy, same consciousness, just without the body. And they're able to, you know, go to and from here and there. So yeah, I know this was a lot, but I wanted just to tell you guys, to let you know what is capable, or what is available out there for you, as far as you having a relationship with, you know, people and animals that are in spirit. So I hope you enjoyed this. Sorry it was a little long. And I think if you want, I will do some more paranormal experiences, story times, because I have several of them. Well, since it's October, if you would like to hear some paranormal experiences, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me. Check out my Instagram. She's in the Redwoods. And if you like handmade witchy hippie jewelry, come to my shop, Stars Over Trees Creations. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a spooky and beautiful October. Until next time, bye.